Well, looking ahead now, Jack Stallard, who's the sports editor for the Longview News Journal, will be holding his 6th annual Big Daddy's Birthday Walk tomorrow at Synergy Park. This event is a community-wide effort to help collect donations for the Kilgore College food pantry. And here to talk more about that event is Jack Stallard himself. Jack, thanks for joining us, and a happy early birthday to you. So, Jack, what inspired you to start the Big Daddy's Birthday Walk?
Well, this is the sixth one, and when I started this, I'd been walking, trying to get healthy and do some stuff for myself, and then a couple of years in, decided to do it and maybe get some people to join, say, hey, come out and walk around the track with me a little bit, and when I decided to do that, I mentioned it to my wife, hey, let's see if we can help somebody, and we bounced around a few ideas, and she brought up the food pantry at Kilgore College. And once she told me about it, it was a no-brainer. I mean, I love Kilgore College. My wife, graduated there. I went there. My son graduated there. It just means a lot to me and the community. So we decided to help this food pantry. And the more we thought about it, and the more we heard about it, the more we realized what a big need it is. So we invited people to come join us and bring some food, and it's really blossomed into a good event.
And Jack, I know we've done countless stories on food insecurity here in East Texas. What do you hope participants get out of this event?
Well, I mean, again, I hope that the people who come and donate, I hope they get to come out and see one of the prettiest places in East Texas. Synergy Park in Kilgore, I think, is a great place. But for the people that are helped, I mean, these are students at Kilgore College that, some of them really need this food because they can't afford it otherwise. Some of them, it's a really convenient thing for them to be able to go between classes, run by that food pantry and pick up something to get them through the rest of the day. Uh, there's also parents that are going to classes and they got to figure out a way to get a meal, and instead of having to go to the grocery store after classes, they can run by the food pantry, pick something up. Pardon me.
No, you're fine. It's a sad reality that, this is in our own backyard. This isn't, in another state. It's in our own backyard. And, for one thing, for Jack, for people watching this, knowing what you're doing for a good cause, if they're interested in donating, what can they bring and where can they drop those items off at?
Yeah, okay. We're going to be at Synergy Park at the pavilion there, the Amanda Nobles Pavilion. We're going to be there from 7 to 11 tomorrow, March 2nd. And really, we're just looking for snack items, cookies and Pop Tarts and cereal bars and things like that. And then also higher up, something you can microwave, something they can grab and throw in the microwave. Pastas and spaghetti sauce, something that they could grab real quick and go home and make a meal with. Just really something that's convenient, non-perishable, because it might be there for a little bit until people come out and get it. Just drop that by there and come out and enjoy the park and say howdy, get a birthday hug and help out some good people at Kilgore College.
That's exactly right. East Texans, if you're watching this right now, let's make sure that Jack has a birthday that he will never forget. Well, for more information on the Big Daddy's Birthday Walk, you can head on over to news-journal.com.